the gift just kept coming to Liz and I, and she and I and Ben were in the studio, and we had Tamar come by, and we wrote a couple of songs for this. It wasn't like this was the only song that we wrote, but we wanted to, because Ciara and Russell were kind of specific in how they wanted the song to feel. And so we wrote a couple of different versions of different songs, and this is the one that they gravitated to. But it was the one, because some of them we wrote, one of them we wrote before we saw the film, based on the conversation of what we thought would work. Then we saw the film, and then the gift made sense. And so from that standpoint, we got the title, and then it was a matter of feeling, inspiration, how the song would live. And so putting all those ingredients together kind of just lent itself to what the song was. And I know it kind of went in at the end when everybody was kind of cheering and stuff, but it's a really good song. And thank you.
That means like it does not matter whether it looks like it's tangible or not. No matter what your all is, you stick to it and don't you stop until you get out.
Come on.
I gotta add to that. I'm grateful. Script from Cyrus, the roster, the director. I was first a little embarrassed as to why I didn't know this story. You know? And then I thought about my daughter at 7, and I thought about all the other little black girls around the country that could be inspired by this 11-year-old girl during a time in the early 1900s where things were not in our favor.
That's right.
And so, sort of, you know, there's some things that are going on now that's a little parallel to this story right now. And, you know, for me, it was just like, I had to do this story. It became my mission and my goal. And this story took about 4 years to come to light. We were at different studios, we were at different places. It was an independent film. It went all around, and then we got the right partners at the right time, because I felt like Sarah Rector was guiding this process all along the way. We had an earlier Sarah, and this movie was green-lit, ready to go. That Sarah aged out, and she was, you know, she became a teenager. And so we, you know, with Sarah as our guide, she guided us to our Sarah, and I just think that this is a story that is not limited to little girls, because it's multi-generational and across all types of backgrounds. But that was my initial motivation behind it.
I say this carefully because I know the strike hurt a lot of people, but it was all of these different obstacles that were in the way that ultimately allowed Saniqua and I to get on board with this movie. Had it gone when they originally had tried, we wouldn't even have known about it. We'd just be sitting here watching, learning about the story just like you guys are tonight. But you know, through all of those different kind of like turns and twists, adversity, we were able to come aboard and bring it to life together with them. So,
amen to that.